Yo! What is up, guys? DJ Eastwood here, running back. I got a car video coming in hot for you because I'm driving, because I got things to do, because I'm busy, and I didn't have a chance to talk about that Orlando Magic game last night at my house in my YouTube studio. So here's a car video for you because I'm busy, and I don't get paid for this. But if you would like to pay me for this, feel free to click the link in the description and get yourself one of my Run It Back logo t-shirts, only $21.99. Let's get into it. This is the most bipolar NBA team I have ever seen in my life. It's unbelievable. It really is.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Quarry Road.
Thank you, Siri. I have dated bipolar women before, okay? On Wednesday, you get the most amazing woman you've ever met in your life. 2 days later on Friday, you get the worst, most insane, psychopathic devil woman you've ever seen in your life. Not even the same person. That's what this Sixers team is. On Wednesday, best team in the league. Ties a franchise record for most threes in a game. Shuts down Giannis. Yeah, I said it. I said it for you. I said it. Giannis. Shuts down Giannis. Makes the most threes in Christmas Day history. 2 days later, get completely out-hustled, outworked, and flat-out beat by the Orlando Magic. They're bipolar, man. It's crazy. How is this even possible? I'm going to go in on Ben Simmons real quick. I'm going to go in on Ben Simmons fanboys real quick. There's no way you tanked.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Quarry Road.
There's no way you tanked for years to take a guy at number 1 overall, who was a clear number 1, who was supposed to be the next LeBron James, generational talent. There's no way you did all that, and you're perfectly content with that player scoring 13 points against the Orlando Magic in a loss. There's no way you're content with that.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Oregon Pike.
So you guys can say whatever you want about, oh, he contributes in other ways. You know, it's not all about scoring points. No, it's not all about scoring points if you're a surprise player that you found in the second round. When you're the consensus number 1 overall pick, generational talent, you got to give me more than 13 points in a game, dude. You have to. You can't average 14 points per game when you have the skill level and athleticism and just absolute gift that Ben Simmons has. You can't be scoring 14 points per game in your 4th season. I'm going to go in on Joel Embiid real quick. I am convinced that Joel Embiid takes the night off on certain games, especially back-to-backs. Not even because front office tells him to. For a second, I was thinking okay, the front office is basically like, Joe, take it easy this game. We got a back-to-back against Miami tomorrow. We want you 100% for that game. But I don't really think it's the front office or a coach actually telling that. I think he knows that if he goes hard, he won't have as much.
Stop sign. Turn left onto Oregon Pike, then turn right onto East Oregon Road.
I think he knows that if he goes too hard, he won't have as much the next game, and that's more of a big stage. That's more national attention. So I think he does it himself. But clearly, when he's shooting 11 threes in one game, and when you watch the highlights, it's all jump shots, and he's not going hard, he's not bodying people under the rim, he's not using his physical strength, it's clear that he's not trying. He said, all right, we beat the Bucks. I proved to everyone what I can do when I'm 100%, when I give it my all. Now I want to beat the brakes off of Miami on Saturday. So on Friday night,
turn right onto East Oregon Road.
I'm going to take it easy on Friday night.
Becker Road.
I think that's what it is with Joel Embiid. I'm happy that Brett Brown was pissed off after this game.
Turn right onto Becker Road.
I'm really happy that Brett Brown was pissed off. It really sends a message to his team. I wish I could had a video of what he actually said to the players.
In 2.2 miles, turn left onto Church Road.
I wish I had a video of what he actually said to the players after the game, but I'm pretty happy that Brett Brown seemed like authentically pissed off after this performance. So there's one of two things that's happening here. Okay, either the front office and medical staff or you know, the organization in general has an actual plan of, listen, we feel like we have one of the best teams in the league. We feel like we're set up to beat the Bucks in the playoffs. Let's just get to the playoffs 100% healthy. And when we play nationally televised games against the Bucks or the Miami Heat, we give it everything we have. But maybe we're like, all right, guys, listen, it's a back-to-back. You just got off a plane. You just flew from Milwaukee to Florida, got off a plane. Take it easy against the Magic. Nobody gives a damn about this game. If you lose, they're not going to talk about it 2 days from now. We got to beat Miami to send a message. Maybe that's actually what's happening. So I'm trying to figure it out. And it's almost like trying to figure out the universe and how we got here, you know? Maybe this is happening. Maybe that's happening. Maybe this happened. Maybe that happened. But nobody knows, man. Nobody knows what's going on. So it's possible that they're like, hey, just, you know, there's an 82-game season. Only about 60 of them matter. Take it easy against games that don't matter. And this game against the Orlando Magic, after flying to Florida, doesn't really matter. Let's be honest. So maybe that's what they're doing.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Church Road.
Or maybe the players themselves are telling each other, listen, we want to be 100% for Miami. I don't give a damn about Orlando. Do you give a damn about Orlando? I'd rather be 60-22. I'd rather be 50-32 and healthy in the playoffs than be 65-17. You understand? So maybe that's what's happening. Now, the crazy thing is, and trust me, I'm one of the most reactionary people I know, overreacting to every single game and all that, because, you know, we're fans and we watch every play and we really, really watch what happens, and we really have expectations. We know what these players and this team is capable of, and then we watch them play like this, and it's frustrating. But you got to kind of take a step back. I'm learning this myself. I'm taking a step back. I'm forcing myself to not overreact to things like this. It is crazy when I look at the internet, and after we beat the brakes off the Bucks, tongue twister, you know, we're a championship team. We're going to the finals. Nobody can stop us. And 2 days later, we play like absolute dog against the Orlando Magic. And people are right back.
Turn left onto Church Road.
People are right back to, we got to fire Brett Brown. We got to trade Ben Simmons. We need a ball handler. We need a shooter off the bench. It's crazy. It's like people don't realize 2 games ago you were saying something else. So I'm forcing myself to not overreact here. I don't want to be sitting here saying something different every 2 days because this team wants to be bipolar. I really don't. So
turn left onto Main Street.
I'm starting to look at this 82-game season and say, listen, man, only about 55 or 60 of these games matter. And I'm starting to totally ignore games like the one we just had against the Orlando Magic last night. I want to say one more thing. I'm proud of Markelle Fultz. I'm happy that he's playing hard on an NBA team. I thought he would definitely be completely out of the league. But don't be
turn left onto Main Street.
Don't be posting stuff and acting like we made a mistake by trading this dude. You saw how he played. You want 2 of those guys on the same team? That's why we had to trade him. We have a point guard who won't shoot, who the defense leaves 15 feet wide open. You want 2 of those guys on the same team? We had to trade him. Come on, man. He will never play to what his potential was at that number 1 overall pick. And a lot of times I wonder, like, do people forget what happened? Like, when people talk about certain players, oh, we should have drafted this person, we should have drafted this person. Do these people forget what it was like when that leading up to that draft?
Onto Main Street.
There's no way you forget what it was like leading up to that draft. Everybody in the country knew Markelle Fultz was the number 1 overall pick. So I'm starting to think either people have very, very short memories, or they weren't even watching the Sixers when we drafted Markelle Fultz or Ben Simmons. It's crazy. People change their tune every 2 days. Now all of a sudden Ben Simmons doesn't have to score points. He can contribute in other ways. Dude, they didn't get him at the end of the second round. He's a number 1 overall pick with high superstar expectations, averaging 14 points per game. That's not superstar. It's supposed to be him and Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's supposed to be dropping 27 and 14. Ben's supposed to have a 25-point triple-double. That's what we expected. Embiid gives us what we expected sometimes. Ben Simmons gives us what we expected. Never. Literally never. If Ben Simmons ever has a 30-point triple-double, you let me know. Call me, text me, tweet me, tell me about it. It's never going to happen. He's not the player we expected. Still very valuable. I'm not saying he's trash. Still very valuable. But he's not a consensus number 1 overall pick talent. I'm staying on this hill. Go! The f are you doing? All right, guys, thanks for listening.
In 3.3 miles, take a slight right turn onto Furnace Hills Pike.
Sorry for my GPS interrupting the video all the time. I'm on my way to a cornhole tournament. Wish me luck. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you an overreactor? Or are you brushing this under the rug because it doesn't matter? Let me know. We will find out what this team is all about when we play the Miami Heat tonight. My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. Hit me up in the comments. Click the link in the description. Buy yourself a Run It Back t-shirt. Holla at your boy. I'm out. Peace.